All right. 78, Indy Black. 78, Indy Black. Now, first, before this play starts, most people do not recognize that without me, this play will not be successful. This is what it takes to be in the trenches. As an offensive lineman, there are three main skills that you have to work on. And the first one it's called pass protection. Pass protection, there's two parts. There's man protection, where if there's a man lined up in front of you, that's the man you have for that play. And the second protection is gap protection. The offensive line is split into the A gap, the B gap, and the C gap. So in the play, you have to block one of those gaps. This type of blocking is called a slide protection, where you would step into each gap or man. One side of the line will block man, and the opposite side of the line will block the gap. The other type of blocking is called run blocking. It's important for run blocking because your feet have to stay moving, because the running back is following behind you. You have to picture that he's following behind you to break out from the linebacker. You have to move second level and get to the linebacker and turn your hips to where the running back can run off of your butt. You need the proper footwork to run block, because most linebackers are going to try to get out of your way, so you have to beat them to where they're going to be first before they get to the running back. In this type of blocking, you have a zone responsibility. And like I said, it's a certain zone where there could be a guard and a linebacker behind him. So you have to fight the flat and to get leverage on the defensive tackle and get to the linebacker. And the last thing for run blocking is you need to be capable of finish. Most linemen, their main perspective is they call it getting a pancake. And that's when you just totally dominate the guy and get them on their back as soon as possible. And I think all linemen should go by this Muhammad Ali quote. And it says, if you even dream of beating me, you better wake up and apologize. And I think all linemen should go by this, because you have to go in with the mindset that nobody's better than you and you're going to beat them every down. Lastly, the last thing that a lineman needs is hands. Most linemen have very big hands, and with your hands you have to stay aggressive. You have to get inside hands, and what I go by is thumbs up, because when you're into a guy, your thumbs are going to be up and your elbows are going to be in, scraping your ribs. And, you always want to hook inside the shoulder pads. You won't get called for holding or anything, but when you hook inside the shoulder pads, make sure your thumbs are up, and you'll get a better movement. And just make sure you roll your hips. So lastly, I'm going to get a volunteer up here to show you how to get your blocking properly. So what you want to do is, all right, he's a defensive tackle. So what I want to do is, for slide protection, if he rushes the line, I want to move like this and then get my hand inside. And then run blocking, that's where I have to be aggressive and move him to the second level to get to the linebacker.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.